Welcome to LSB Feaster's Radio Aircheck and Classic TV channel.
Welcome to another thrilling episode of the exciting adventures of Men from Maine. As today's action-packed drama begins, Pastor Vazul is visiting various parishes throughout the state, and he's just arrived in Cotucket, Maine. He's about to check in for the night at the Cotucket Inn. Ironically, Lem has just taken a part-time job as the night manager, and we hear...
Good evening, Father. What can I do for you?
Well, I'd like to check in, please.
Okay, let's see. Yep, we got a room available on the second floor.
Oh, that's great. Listen, I certainly hope the pornography channel in my room is disabled.
Well, let me check.
Oh, my God.
No, it's just the regular kind, Father.
Oh, my God.
for another thrilling episode of the exciting adventures of Men from Maine.
Oh, my God.
Right here on the Loren Wally Morning Show.
The Loren Wally Show. Mornings. More 80s. More variety. All day and all night. 80s and more. 105.7 WROR.
Well, good morning, everybody. This is Loren. And, I know many of you may be new listeners, haven't listened very long to the radio station. Well, we really appreciate that, and we're very proud of the fact that we continually get new listeners. And at the same time, I know that many of you have been listening to this radio program since the very beginning, and we really appreciate that. And I'm very sad to have to tell you this morning that today is the last Loren Wally Morning Show. Now, as most of you know, Wally retired 2.5 years ago. The show has continued, though we've missed him immensely, continued without him. Well, now it's time for me to leave as well. You see, during the past several weeks, I've been in talks with WROR about the renewal of my contract. Unfortunately, we're unable to reach an agreement, thus my departure. It's business. But I can't just leave without telling you how much I love and appreciate each and every one of you. I can't begin to thank you enough for your loyalty, your support, your feedback for the past 38-plus years. Thank you. During these years, I brought up 2 wonderful sons, Evan and Andy, had a wonderful life. And then 13 years ago, we lost their mother, my wife, 42 years, Sue. As you can imagine, I was devastated. I thought I could never, ever, ever be happy again. Then a little bit of a miracle happened. And almost 10 years ago, quite by accident, I met someone new. Her name's Mary. Her love has made my life worth living. Helped me through those difficult times. Can't imagine to thank you. I can't begin to thank you enough. It's been such a privilege to wake you up each morning. It's actually made getting up at 3 o'clock worth it. I can't begin to tell you how much I appreciate and will miss my radio family, Brian, LBF, and of course Hank. Then there's Wally, the best partner a guy could ever have. The best guy ever. And the best thing about Wally was he was Wally. I've missed him approximately 9,025 times over the past 2.5 years. I did the math on that. And I'll always love Wally. And finally, I'd like to say thank you to radio and to you, the people listening right now, for helping me love what I do and allowing me to do what I love. Thank you. Now, there's going to be a new person in this seat Monday morning. Please give him a chance and take care of my radio family. I love you all. I thank you all. I will miss you. And perhaps we'll meet again. And as always, have a great day.
80s and more. 105.7 WROR. This is the Loren and Wally Show.
Okay, everybody, it is time for your 720 Men from Maine, brought to you by D'Angelo's. Real greatness awaits at D'Angelo with a mouth-watering steak number 9 sandwich. It's stacked with sizzling sirloin, peppers, onions, mushrooms, melty cheese, and a foundation of freshly baked bread. Get one today at D'Angelo. Hallelujah! Okay, here we go. There's some men from Maine.
Welcome to another thrilling episode of the exciting adventures of Men from Maine. As today's action-packed drama begins, Effie has just been told by her veterinarian that her pet schnauzer Fido has a hearing problem due to excess hair in his ears, and that she should use some Nair depilatory to remove that hair. So Effie drops by the Bangor Apothecary and Bait Shop, and we hear...
Excuse me, sir, but I need to get some Nair hair remover.
Well, okay. If you're going to be using it under your arms, though, you don't want to use deodorant for a couple days.
Well, I'm not using it under my arms.
Oh, well, if you're going to use it on your legs, you better not shave for a couple days.
Well, I'm not using it on my legs either, and if you must know, I'm using it on my schnauzer.
Well, in that case, you better stay off your bicycle for about a week.
Join us again soon for another thrilling episode of the exciting adventures of Men from Men. Right here on the Loren Wally Morning Show.
The Loren and Wally Morning Show. With Loren, LBF, Hank, and Brian. Weekdays. 80s and more. All day and night. 105.7 WROR.
105.7 WROR. Good morning. This is the Loren Wally Morning Radio Program. Okay, everybody. So, in view of things that have transpired this morning on the show, I thought we'd give you maybe a little, kind of like a little flashback.
Okay.
Things from the past.
Well, you always said you'd play this on your last show.
Okay, so this is the deal. So we're going to take it way back to the very early days of the Loren Wally Morning Show. It's 1983, as a matter of fact. And so we've been doing the show for, like a couple years, and people are starting to listen to the show. And so they decide, okay, we'll do some TV commercials and kind of introduce you to people who have not caught on to the show yet.
Yeah.
This is the company. And it was the VBF in those days.
Yeah.
Okay. We've always been on 105.7, but the companies have changed.
I know. I used to listen to you in high school.
Okay. So they say, why don't you come up with a commercial for TV? I said, okay, no problem. So we go into a studio, and I'll set this because, obviously we'll play the audio for you right now. Maybe someday we'll put the video on the website.
Today might be that
Today
day.
might be the
day.
Okay, so here, you got to picture this now. So Wally and I are sitting at like a desk, at the table, and we're talking to the people about tuning into the radio station. And what you don't know at the beginning of this thing is I have because this would never fly today, obviously, because it involves guns and violence.
Kind of didn't fly
A
then.
little bit, yeah.
Okay, so under the table,
A little more loosey-goosey back
a
then.
little more loosey-goosey. Under the table,
No.
I've got a handgun.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so
You're
then
dark.
about halfway through the commercial, I pull the handgun out.
Oh,
See?
my.
And, here, you can listen
Yeah.
to the commercial that
Okay.
never made it to TV.
Hi, Loren Owens, WVBF.
And I'm Wally Bryan. We know a lot of you listen to our show every morning. Accurate weather, great news and sports, and terrific music like Barbra Streisand and Kenny Rogers.
Now, we also know some of you still haven't tried it. I mean, we've tried everything. We had Larry Bird on. We had Red Auerbach on. We even offer you $20 just to turn your damn radio on. We tried it all. Why don't you listen? I want to tell you this. Tomorrow morning, if you don't turn it on, I'll pull the trigger.
Oh, my God.
Please, listen tomorrow. Please, the guy's a maniac. He's crazy.
WVBF, FM 105.7. Got it?
Wow, what a happy jingle.
I don't know why they wouldn't put that on the TV.
Jeez, I can't believe it.
Okay, coming up next on Dirty Laundry, what are we covering?
Well,
here?
we have so much to cover. So many celebrities in town. Who was handing out coffee before his concert last night at TD Garden? I'll tell you who. And it kind of sounds like who, because it was Hugh.
Hugh.
Yes.
80s and more. 105.7 WROR. This is the Loren and Wally Show.
105.7 WROR. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as promised, we have a very, very special, very, very important guest here on the 101 Morning Radio Program. So I thought I'd do a little throwback for you. A little throwback. Okay. This will take you back to when we first started the program. Oh, God. Wasn't that irritating?
Oh, no, I loved it.
It really was.
So who is this special person?
Here's another song you've been trying to forget.
So you just came by to say hi, huh?
Yeah, I just stopped in to say hello, see if anything new's happening.
Yeah, pretty much same old stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. What have you been doing lately?
Nothing.
Well, how about we go out and do nothing together?
Do nothing together. I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
Loren, you sound great, man.
Well, thank you, Walter.
From the very beginning, when I got hired to work here, they didn't put us together right away.
Oh, no. They thought it would be too dangerous.
So I was doing the afternoon program, and Loren was doing the morning show, and I get up and turn the radio on, and just to hear what this new morning guy sounded like. And, of course, you know what he sounds like. He sounds like God. And
Yeah.
I was like, geez, this guy is going to bury me. I sound horrible compared to him.
Right?
For 38 years, I've sounded horrible next to him. But I listened to you this morning, the little thing you did after 7 o'clock, which was excellent, by the way.
Oh, I thank you.
I loved it, especially when you were talking about me. It just shouldn't be happening. You just sound just as good today as you did when we started back in '81. You sound fabulous.
The thing is, still doing the same jokes.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
This is a testament to Wally's hearing difficulties.
Boy, that's the truth.
It's getting worse and worse.
It is getting worse and worse. Anyway, what can I say? It's been so much fun working the show with you.
It's been a blast.
On all the, I know listeners are like, we're getting calls here, and people are pretty upset about the fact that it's kind of wrapping up. But we've loved having all of them be a part of this show for all the years. We've had the great. Don't we have the greatest listeners? We go to these events and they come up and they're so into it, and they're so nice to us. And anyway, we just love all of you.
And Wally, what about the things we've gotten to do?
I know,
it's amazing. We were just talking about earlier this morning. We were talking about the day we had Richard Dreyfuss in, and the station we had our own helicopter, and the helicopter was going to, and all that kind of thing. And remember the time? This is like, please allow us to do a little radio history.
Yeah.
But these were the days when broadcasting was a little bit different, and we did big promotions. For example, in 1989, we rented the supersonic transport, the Jet Concorde.
Yes,
and we took.
Wow.
We took.
Yeah, I know. We really missed out.
Yeah, we took 80 listeners with us, and we flew everybody to New York, and then we boarded the Concorde in New York, and we went down in I think it was 1987, come to think of it, and we chased Halley's Comet from New York to Cuba, and then turned around and flew back.
We couldn't catch it.
Spoiler alert.
We tried. And we knew
maybe next time.
we knew it was going to be 87 years before it came by again. We didn't have a chance to catch it again.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
And what about all those trips, that we took?
Amazing.
The races around
Europe,
the world.
We raced around the world
Yeah.
twice. We did the show from Honolulu, from Melbourne, Australia, from London, from Paris, from Rome. We did a lot of things in the past
so much fun.
38 years.
God, it was so much fun. I can't believe that it's that we got to do this, and it was always a good time.
Yeah.
I can't say I had a bad day here. Well, you probably could. But me, I was just movie, and it was so great.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks a million. Thanks for everything. We appreciate it. We'll miss you.
Is this it?
Yeah, this is pretty much it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Have a great day.
80s and more. 105.7 WROR. This is the Loren and Wally Show.